What we want the community to understand is what Black artists are doing in classical music, because it's such a small percentage. We want to show the spirit and brilliance of the African American musician in one focused organization and one focused stage. We bring together exceptional African American artists from around the country and throughout the world, and we come together with a focused mission to diversify classical music.
We get to play traditional composers' music as well as living composers' music, especially living composers of the African diaspora.
Our priority in everything that we do is the quality of the performance. The music is what drives us.
I think the energy that this group brings to the performances brings people into the music in ways that perhaps audiences don't always experience. And that's a key element, particularly in classical music. When people think that it's a kind of a staid art, it's something that belongs behind glass.
For classical music, there is this misconception that it's only for a specific group of people or a specific type of person or a certain elite or a certain class. Music is for anybody who's willing to open their ears and their heart to it.
We want the community to come and be able to see the possibilities of what's going on with the Ritz Chamber Players and understand its value, its community commitment, and its social commitment.
Any concert obviously needs an audience. What the Ritz Chamber Players does is to outreach to the community to try to get them involved to come to concerts. So that's why the community outreach is important.
One of our favorite things about the Ritz Chamber Players is what we do in schools and throughout Jacksonville. It's exciting because we're able to bring our artists over and see the difference that it makes when the students are able to view people that look like themselves in this art form.
A lot of children of color don't have the opportunity to go to classical music concerts that often. And so by going into the community, we give them an opportunity to taste this kind of music, to see if they like it and enjoy it, and maybe make them interested in taking an instrument themselves, which is a very important part of the development of children.
I'm a musician because I was exposed to it very early, and I think anything that people encounter early in life, if they like it, they're likely to stick with.
It's exciting to work with students. I definitely see myself in some of them because it was a group like ours coming to my elementary school that first piqued my interest in starting the instrument.
It's so beautiful to have these young kids who are beginning musicians themselves listen to us and actually have insightful questions.
How did you start? What's the process?
Why do you shake your hand like that?
Why do you do this? Why do you do that? Why this instrument?
It's really great to know that they're really listening and really connecting.
Arts education and funding for arts education has really diminished greatly. And so I think it really underscores the responsibility of musicians, that is ourselves, the musicians, to be more proactive in sharing music with kids who might otherwise not have ever even heard of such a thing as classical music, or might never have had a chance to hear any classical music at all.
It shows them everything is possible with hard work and determination.
If we didn't have community support, we wouldn't have an audience. We really wouldn't. We wouldn't have anyone to play for.
We don't just make music for ourselves. This organization, like a lot of arts organizations, are the trust of the community. We're playing to the people, for the people. It's a kind of mutually beneficial affair, I think, both for community and for players.
It's another kind of energy when we have that community support, when we have that feedback from our audiences. It's not just us on stage, it's that energy that's created between the musicians and the audience and the community.
To support the Ritz Chamber Players, it's important to buy tickets and to give generously, because I think we've demonstrated our staying power. We've been here for 10 years already, and we look forward to the next decade and beyond. And we've demonstrated our commitment to the community, and I hope that every concert that someone comes to demonstrates excellence. That's really our key objective: excellence in performance, excellence in music.
There's really no city in the United States that's become a great city without the development of the arts. So developing the arts and drawing people downtown to expose them to the arts also has a great deal to do with the economic development of a city.
Most people think that a small amount will not help, continue this process, but the small amounts really help us. We are always looking for people to help us to, organize behind the scenes, because it takes a lot for us to take the stage. So we're happy to have all involvement at all different levels within our organization.
My colleagues and I on the Ritz Chamber Board would love for everyone to be involved. And it's very easy to do. We need volunteers, we need donors, we need supporters, we need people in the audience when the players perform. And the easiest way to get information is to go to the World Wide Web, www.ritzchamberplayers.org. And you can find everything there is to know about us, including how to make a contribution.